The doors that open that no man can shut. This is an iconic Bible verse. It's an idea that a lot of us have. However, I like to expound on it a little more and go deeper. For the simple fact that I think a lot of us always look for it to be something that is instantly outside of us. We're hoping that there is someone that gives us that opportunity. They open their door. There is someone that gives us favor. They open that door. However, I like to present to you and have you shift your thoughts to see go within or go without. That open door first comes to you in your mind, in your ideas, your feelings, your desires, your thoughts. That's where that open door comes. It comes there first. Because you have to have an idea, an opportunity, a moment, a situation that you want favor in first. You can't just say, oh yeah, the doors are going to open. No man will shut them. Well, what door do you want to open? I know for me, the door that opened was for school. I wanted that door open for me to go back to school. I was just expecting it to open. However, I did not create the thought of, what did I want to study? Where did I want to go to school? What did I want to do in school? Once I started getting that together, the door opened. I was on the hook for an entire tuition school year, a school year's tuition because of a clerical error. They didn't drop my classes like they were supposed to. So that door was closed because I was on the hook for $22,000. Granted, the tuition was only $16,000, but they tacked on bills and fees for every single collections company that they sent the bill to and they couldn't collect. So when the final company received it, it was $22,650. And I was like, no, I'm going back to school. Why didn't the door open? I didn't pick a major. I was still going back and forth about it. I didn't even say where I wanted to go to school. I just said I want to go to school. That door could not open because I did not give myself the privilege to have it open or a reason for it to be open. Why would a door for school open when I don't even know what I want to do and where I want to go? Once I picked my major and I started seeing what I can do with the education once I graduate, the door opened. No one can shut it. Once that door opened, I had to trust the process. My steps were ordered. What I wanted to go to school for, I needed to make up with some credits because I missed 5 years of school because no school would allow me to attend because I still owed the first school. And then I was left with an open door now. So what do? I'm in school. I went back to a community college. I am getting up all of my grades, getting more classes and getting more acclimated to going to school, especially online now. Nobody can shut that door of going back to school but me. Nobody can tell me I can't, as long as I have in my idea a firm belief and a desire. I'm going back to school and I'm going back to school for this, computer science. So once I picked a major, picked an idea, that started to happen. When it comes to music, because I can sing, I have my thoughts on what I want to do with that. Once I started getting serious about it, I was introduced to someone and then introduced to a professor through someone that I was introduced to who introduced me to them, right? Those doors open. Now I have a music teacher who is showing me it's not just being able to open my mouth and sing. It's a lot more to the music that I did not know, and he's showing me, right? I didn't know if I was an alto, soprano, tenor, baritone, but he helped me see that, yes, I am an alto with a second soprano range, right? I didn't even know what that meant. And now I'm learning about music. I'm learning on how to use my voice. That's because no man can now shut that door. But the door has to first be made and created inside of you. You have to put it in your mind. I'm going to do this. And then watch that door open and no man can shut it. Even if you don't do anything with it, that door is still open. Because that door first appears in your mind. That idea, that desire, that goal, that accomplishment. If you don't have all you need, because that desire, that want, that craving, that hunger, that appetite for actually taking a bite out of that success, because it's in you, nothing can stop you. No one can stop you. If you go to this person over there and they say no, it's not because they're stopping you. That's because they're probably not the people who's going to help you, or it's a test. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you can still accomplish it? I did. Every time I talked to the school, I told them no. This was a clerical error on your part. And they would tell me no. I said, okay, send it to another collection agency and I'll get them the same response. Until I finally got hold of the people in the school and they said, okay, you can do an appeal. I did my appeal and they didn't say it, but they said it by saying you can apply back to the school and we'll waive your fee. Right? But there are some things I needed to do so that I'm actually prepared for that open door to go back to school. But I had to first get it in my mind. I had to get it in my thoughts, my feelings, my desires, my heart. And now that that door is open, no man can shut it because it exists in me. Nobody can shut that mental door unless you allow them to. But even then, the Father says it's still open to you. No man can tell you that you can't unless you believe it. But if the Father said, I open that door for you to be able to do this, 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 and this, you have to believe it. All things are possible to those who believe. Nothing is impossible with God. Man may lie. Man lies. But God is not a man that he should lie. So when you say that door that is open and no man can shut, that's because it exists in you first. And there's nothing wrong with keeping it to yourself until you go through the entire process to where you can stand on the other side of that threshold saying, I did this and I didn't let nothing stop me. Because even that person over there who told me no, they couldn't stop me because that person over there had my yes. That person who told me my credit score was too low didn't stop me because that person over there told me yes. Why? Because my Father said that house is yours. Even when that person over there says you cannot have it, you cannot have it. Well, that person over there said, okay, you can have this, but there are some steps you have to go through first. We have to get you to a space where you have more assets than liabilities. Liabilities are not bad. That person over there said your business won't work, but that person over there said all you need is a mentor. That person over there said that I'm not going to mentor you, but it's okay because the person behind you said, hey, you walk right past me. I may not look like anything, but I'm the person that you need to talk to. Remember when Jesus was standing on the side and told them put their cast their nets on the other side? They expected a resurrected Jesus to not be in grave clothes. They almost missed it. But that door of increase is open. Will you believe it? Or will you let somebody else negativity, pessimistic behavior, small-mindedness, and misery, and just ignorance overall stop you from doing what you said you want to do? Especially when the Father said that door is open for you. That's just like making these videos. The Father told me it was open. No man can shut that door. I had a couple hiccups, but that's because the Father said I needed to get you prepared and I needed you to see that no matter what I said, void is not how my word will return unto me. So I didn't mean to preach, but let me change that. I'm not going to say but because then I just negated what I just said. I didn't come to preach. I came to inform. And truthfully, I came to give sight to the blind. Right? Hearing to the deaf. Feeling to the numb. Healing to the hurt. Wholeness to the broken. Completion to those who started and then stopped. I've come to give you life and that more abundantly. So when they say that that door is open for you to go, don't let nobody tell you that you can't. Because at the end of the day, they're not the ones that's holding the blessing. They're holding the cursing. And before you, there's two paths, life and death. Life and death. Which one do you choose? And so, once again, this is Brittany Simone, and you are now tuned into my YouTube channel. Do you see what I see? And if you don't, let me show you.